You know that feeling when someone asks you, "What do you think about this?"
Oh, yes, that sudden silence.
Exactly. Your brain freezes, you have an opinion in your head, maybe a really good one.
But when you try to speak it in English, everything stops.
It's like your internal grammar police immediately issues a warrant for your arrest.
The grammar police are very strict, right?
Very strict. They say, wait, is that the present perfect or the simple past?
And by the time you figure it out, the conversation has moved on.
So today, we are talking about exactly that problem.
We are talking about debating in English, building your opinion.
We want to help you move past the grammar panic and actually share what you think.
Because having an opinion in English is key to real communication.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo.
Welcome back to The English Blend.
Today's topic is super practical, building confidence to debate or just state your opinion.
We are focusing on how to stop being afraid of making mistakes when you speak.
Exactly. So grab your coffee and let's get started.
Let's start with a big distinction, Leo. We hear this all the time. Fluency versus accuracy.
That is a great place to start. People often mix them up.
What do we mean by fluency?
Fluency is about flow. It's about speaking smoothly without long pauses.
It means the message gets delivered. You can keep the conversation going.
Communication is the goal of fluency. It doesn't mean perfection.
Right. You might make a small grammar mistake, but if I understand your idea, you were fluent.
Now, accuracy is different. Accuracy focuses on correctness.
It's about getting the right tense, the right prepositions, the perfect vocabulary.
It's important, of course. We aren't saying grammar doesn't matter.
But learners often prioritize 100% accuracy over basic fluency.
They are so worried about being perfectly accurate that they achieve zero fluency.
They stop talking. They stop communicating.
And if you stop communicating, you fail the real test of language.
Think about it this way. If you order a coffee and say, "I want 2 coffee large,"
Which is definitely not accurate grammar.
but the barista still gives you 2 large coffees, you are fluent.
Your communication goal was met. That is the win.
Fluency equals communication, not perfection. Keep that phrase in your head.
That's a powerful idea. And it brings us to our next point. Why does grammar block fluency so often?
It's the internal editor, you know?
The one who only uses a red pen.
Yes. You have an idea. You want to say, "I think we should hire more people."
But your brain quickly scans for errors.
It asks, should we use hire or recruit? Is more people right or should it be more staff?
And all that internal checking takes time. It slows you down.
If you are speaking quickly in a discussion or a meeting, that delay makes you miss your chance.
You hit a wall. That's a good phrase for us to look at later, by the way. You stop completely.
When you prioritize grammar structure over the main message, you sacrifice timing.
You sound hesitant, even if your underlying ideas are strong.
We need to train ourselves to accept good enough grammar in the moment.
We are A2, B2 learners, remember? You are building the house. It doesn't need to be fully decorated yet.
Just make sure the foundation is there and the roof doesn't leak. The communication is the roof.
Speaking of communication, I have a little short story about the difference between fluency and accuracy, actually.
Oh, share it. I love a good story.
This happened to a friend of mine years ago. He was an advanced learner, B2 level, working in a new office in London.
Okay, high stakes communication environment.
Exactly. He was in a meeting with some very senior executives, and they were talking about a competitor's new product.
Pressure is on.
He wanted to express a strong disagreement. He wanted to say, that product is absolutely rubbish.
Strong opinion.
But in his rush, and because he was nervous, he accidentally said, that product is absolutely garbage.
Oh, wait. Rubbish and garbage mean the same thing, but garbage is more North American English, perhaps?
Yes, exactly. In the UK office, rubbish is the common word. Garbage sounded a little bit formal or American to the British team.
So a word choice error, maybe a slight cultural difference in vocabulary?
But here's the thing. He spoke quickly, clearly, and with strong conviction. He was fluent.
Did they understand his point?
Completely. They knew instantly he thought the product was bad. They didn't pause to correct his vocabulary choice. They started arguing the idea immediately.
His grammar was perfect, but his word choice was slightly off for the location. It didn't matter.
His fluency, his ability to jump in, express emotion, and move the discussion was the skill that helped him get his point across.
That's a perfect example. We need to focus on how to get your point across.
That phrase, get your point across, means communicating your idea successfully, even if your language isn't perfect.
It means the listeners understand the core message you intended to send.
So, how do we train ourselves to prioritize this message over the internal grammar check?
Let's move on to the practical tips. We have 5 really actionable steps for everyone today.
These are steps you can start using today, whether you're ordering food or debating a political issue.
Practical tip number 1, massive listening and shadowing.
We talk about listening a lot, but this is about deep immersion.
Listen to English podcasts, news, or YouTube, like this podcast perhaps, as much as possible.
But shadowing is the key speaking element here. Shadowing means repeating what you hear almost instantly, copying the speed and intonation.
You are not thinking about the grammar structure when you shadow.
You are copying the sound. You're copying the rhythm of fluency.
It bypasses the conscious grammar brain. You're just repeating the flow.
It trains your mouth and brain to operate at the speed of communication, not the speed of correction.
It's brilliant practice for getting faster.
Practical tip number 2, learn in chunks, not single words.
This is so important when you are trying to debate or express opinions.
Don't learn agree and disagree. Learn phrases like, I totally agree with that statement.
Or, I see your point, but I must disagree on the basis of...
These are called chunks or lexical phrases. They are ready-made building blocks for conversation.
When you learn chunks, you don't have to assemble the sentence word by word, checking the prepositions.
The prepositions are already built into the chunk. You save processing time.
Think of them as pre-cooked meals. You just heat them up and serve them.
And these chunks are perfect for stating opinions. They give you those crucial opening seconds.
Practical tip number 3, the 3-second rule.
This is a fun one, and it sounds intense, but it really works.
When someone asks you a question that requires an opinion, you must respond within 3 seconds.
3 seconds is a tight deadline.
It is, but if you wait longer than 3 seconds, the grammar police arrive, the internal editor wakes up, and you hit a wall.
When you hit a wall, you stop the flow. It's like running into a brick wall because you hesitated.
So force yourself to open your mouth immediately, even if all you say is, "That's interesting."
Or, well, I think, or let me consider that for a moment.
The point is to make sound. Start speaking the sentence you know you can start, even if the end is messy.
The messiness is okay. Remember, fluency over perfect accuracy.
Practical tip number 4, prepare your go-to starters.
This links back to chunks, but specifically for expressing opinions.
Have 3 or 4 phrases memorized perfectly that you can use to start any debate or opinion statement.
For example, in my view, to be honest, I strongly feel that, and maybe my perspective is different.
By preparing these, you remove the decision-making process for the first 5 words of your sentence. You launch into the discussion instantly. You sound confident because the start is smooth. And once you start, the rest of the thought usually follows, even if it's a bit rough.
Because the momentum is carrying you forward. You overcame the initial inertia.
Practical tip number 5, embrace the error budget.
I love this concept. The error budget.
It means you accept that you are allowed a certain number of mistakes in any conversation. It's expected.
If you are an A2, B1 learner, you might get 10 mistakes in a 5-minute conversation. That's totally fine.
You use your error budget. You don't worry about every mistake because you've budgeted for them.
If you say, I saw that yesterday, but you meant to say, I have seen that yesterday, it's not the end of the world. We need to look at that phrase too. Not the end of the world. It's an idiom we use all the time. It means it's not a catastrophe or it's not a serious problem.
If you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. The world continues spinning.
And your conversation continues, which is the most important thing.
Let's summarize our key phrases and vocabulary from today, Leo.
Perfect. We had 3 really useful phrases that embody this approach to fluency.
Number 1, get your point across.
This means communicating your core message successfully.
Use it when you are talking about communication goals. I just want to get my point across in the meeting. I don't care about perfect grammar.
Number 2, hit a wall.
This describes that sudden stoppage in communication when you freeze up, often due to searching for the right grammar or word.
I was trying to explain my idea, but I hit a wall when I forgot the past participle.
Number 3, not the end of the world.
Use this to calm yourself down after a perceived mistake. It provides perspective.
If you confuse affect and effect for the 1,000th time, just shrug and say, well, not the end of the world.
Exactly. Mistakes are learning opportunities, not reasons to stop talking.
So let's quickly recap the main idea of today's episode, Leo.
We focused on the crucial difference. Fluency means flow and communication. Accuracy means perfection.
When you are debating or expressing an opinion, prioritize fluency. Get your point across.
The grammar police can wait.
Use our practical tips: massive listening, learning chunks, the 3-second rule, preparing starters, and embracing your error budget.
And remember our key phrases. Get your point across, hit a wall, and not the end of the world.
The key message is to keep talking, keep the momentum going, and don't let the fear of a small mistake derail your big idea.
Daily practice is essential. Find a friend, find a study partner, or just talk to yourself in the mirror. Use those starter phrases today.
That was a great talk.
Yes, and next time, we're going to dive into how to politely disagree in English without causing a massive argument.
Ooh, that sounds like a useful one for work meetings.
Absolutely. We'll teach you all the subtle language nuances.
Thanks for joining us for the English Blend.
See you in the next episode of The English Blend.